I need to start this episode out with a disclaimer that I have no idea what in the Sam Hill I'm doing. First of all, welcome to another episode of the 89 Garage. LMR is out of stock on these. What this is this is the bumper support that goes right there in the rear bumper, and it holds it, keeps it from sagging basically. It doesn't do a very good job. It is extremely thin metal, and this being rusted out and flaking is not helping it at all. I really don't know the best way to approach this. This is already all bent. I got little odds and end pieces that I was thinking about maybe tacking in here somehow, or bolting in, but I don't know. I don't know what the best approach is here. Or maybe I just stick it back in and wait till LMR's got them back in stock. Wow. That was a lot of work to get all the paint off that. I'm going to have to go over it a little bit, smooth it out a little bit better, but the paint is off of it, and it's now all over me. This mask is not for Corona, it's for Frankie. Today is the big old sanding day. Trying to get this hood down. I've been sanding on it. All these stripes are actually from the vacuum. I just went over and got all my dust as good as I can. I mean, this thing, dust everywhere. And this poor car, I've blown this thing off a million times. I'll take this thing off so I'm not muffled. But I got this thing all sanded down too, pretty close to straight, and then this also will get sanded probably. As of right now though, I'm trying to get this down. I'm going over it with 80. This will tell you right here, well, this is my personal opinion, but these here are telling me that this paint was not cured, and I think that is because I used the ultra cover. I'll show you what I used. This right here is what I used on it. This paint here, I do not think it is oil based, so it didn't seem to adhere or cure, whatever, like this one would have. I had this that I used to do, I can't remember, I painted something with this and it just didn't cure. So this tells me even more that I do need to add a hardener with this when I go ahead and spray the car. There are some guys that use the what's it called, Japan hardener. I'll put the name down here, Japan dryer, that's it. I don't need to put the name down there because it's called Japan dryer. It's gonna need some assistance drying and hardening. I actually have some spray cans that I had to actually order them, but I'm gonna rattle can like the corners here and probably the door frames and around the hatch. I'm probably just gonna do all that rattle and then do the rest of the car with a actual spray, spray gun. I do remember doing a little Bondo up in here, so I'm going to be careful coming in here so I don't have to redo a bunch of that again. Right here is where the hood scoop will sit. I do have a high spot right here that I'm not overly concerned about, because A, the hood scoop is sitting here, and B, at some point we're gonna have to cut a hole out of this when the 351 goes in. I do know that there is some Bondo here, just a light dent. I think I may have even done that one. I'm not too positive, but it's still pretty decent. It's not perfect. It's Frankie. This is my very first time doing body work. Rookie mistakes are gonna happen, and I'm fine with that. If it doesn't turn out the way I want it, we're not too far from getting it down again and doing it over. And, oh my goodness, I didn't see all that. Really can't get in here very good with a DA, so I also need to come back in here and raise this hood up a little bit after I'm done. I think it's turning out pretty good. Just gonna bring you in for a little update since I'm not filming all this. Just kind of going around and scuffing everything up, seeing what else needs to be done. I need to raise this hood. I mentioned that earlier in the video. Basically, I'm gonna loosen these up and then get a pry bar and just lift a little bit on. I need to lift right in here. So I need to lift right in here. I don't know, maybe I can do it right here, but when I put this hood in and I tried to align it the first time, I just kind of had a big long pry bar that I stuck on there. Well, you can actually see that it was up that high before. The other thing you can do to raise these up, there are a couple ways of going about it. You can do like I just said, where you loosen these up and kind of bring it up. Or I've also seen people that will take these out and stick a washer between there. Either one will work, but it was intended to be adjusted here. We'll see. Maybe it's all the way up as high as it'll go and I'll need to put washers in there. gonna have to washer that thing up. That is absolutely perfect. I'll just show you. It's right on. Okay, I don't know how common this knowledge is, but we're gonna remove this right here. And the only thing, if you look all the way around there, the only thing holding that whole thing on is that screw right there. And then there's some clips. There we go. Now I just kind of pull. Kind of pull down, and it's got some clips that kind of hold it in, and then, oh gosh. Yeah, and a bunch of goo in there. I have to clean that up and fix that. Anyway. Don't know if that helps anybody at all, but there's all my trim that's got to get painted. Now we're going to take this off, and you do that by removing one screw right here. Okay guys, I am editing this right now, and I realized that I didn't do a very good job explaining how this works. It's going to be a little bit hard because I don't have the mirror on here, and the end of this actually goes in the mirror. So just imagine there's a mirror there. So basically we're going to line up these 4 holes with these, I don't even know what you call that thing. They're riveted in there though. You line those up, and then just slide it. All right, yeah, you slide it forward. Then you know it's in place when your screw hole lines up right there. Okay, so I think the next thing we got to do is remove these mirrors. I'm very sorry for the wind. I hope that's not messing up the audio a whole bunch.
15 minutes later.
I got the mirrors off. I got this all cleaned up as good as it's going to be. I have lots of little areas I got to get brought up, like that. It's got a little divot in it. I still need to sand this. There's a little ridge right here. I found this here needs to be brought up. It does have a little Bondo in there already, it feels like, but I need to bring that up. I need to bring these up. I need to come up with this a little bit. It is about 92, 93 degrees. Oh, I got to get those in the house. 92, 93 degrees out here, and I am dying. So anyway, I'm gonna go in the house and cool down a little bit. I just checked on my little thermostat in between these videos, and it's 71 in there right now. So there we are for now.
2 hours later.
I'm actually, if you can see, this has got so brittle. It's basically turned into plastic. I have this new, and I think it's in that box, in fact, right there. Here are the channels that I am talking about. These channels go in here. These have become very brittle over time, and they're no good. I've replaced these on the 8.9 before. You can see they are supposed to move, where these here, they don't. All right, so we're at the end of the day. I think I'm done. I am beat. It's, I don't know, about 7 o'clock at night. I've been out here in the sun for, you know, if I was a betting guy, I'd say 10 to 11 hours I've been out here. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. I really haven't got into this door much. I don't know why, but every time I get to it, I get distracted and go somewhere else. So I've got a few little odds and ends I got to clear up still. For the most part though, I've come up and made huge improvements on a lot of this stuff. Got this all tackled. That feels somewhat normal. That does too. Let's see. Had some other little spots I had to bring up a little bit right in here. This one here kind of got goofy on me, but we don't care. It's Frankie, and you know, I brought this up a little bit right here too because it was dipping. Yep, I've tried my hardest to get all this where it needs to be. So this week I need to get this where I can get this here painted black, and then I need to paint all my window trims and stuff black. The cowl cover needs to be black. I think I'm gonna make the wing black again. So I don't know, I might wind up buying a big can of black, a quart I should say, and spraying it with my sprayer, because spray paint cans just don't work as well. I'm having a hard time with striping when I use those stupid things, and I don't know, there's probably some kind of a way that you can do it, and that's why I'm saying don't listen to me. I love this car. It is a really fun car to drive. Right in this area here, I need to also work on those fog lights. I need to get that all covered up. You start masking stuff off soon, get the door handles out, all that good stuff. And that is going to bring us to a close in this episode. We're inching closer and closer every day, every week, and hopefully soon we'll be able to throw some primer and paint on this thing. We got a lot of new subscribers, and I'm very happy about that. Thank you guys very, very much. Thanks for watching, and we will see you hopefully next week again. Until next time, guys, peace out. Yeah, now I can do this.